Hey, buddy, why don't you and me, we have a little talk about the like button down here? I hit it. I think you should hit it too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the family.
Oye, mi amor, ¿qué vamos a hacer hoy? Dime.
Jangueando en la casa aburrido con ganas de qué. Averiguando qué hacer por la noche. Entonces entrarse en mi cuarto pa' ver.
Y dice,
Levántate mi amor, hoy vamos a beber. Chacho, ponte algo sexy, bebé. Tírate un selfie, bebé. Yeah, hey. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Chacho, tírate un selfie, mi amor. Hey, dale. Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón. Brindamos todas las copas, que sea trabajo. Tírate un selfie que te ve 1,000,000. No hay trabajo en la mañana, un bendición. Baby, put your favorite dress on. And baby, we can skip and go right to the sequel. Prende Philly Blunt, take a hit for the people. El Instagram, que se algoritmo. Machuca sin vergüenza y la tiro con ritmo. Agua. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. Yeah. Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón. No hay trabajo en la mañana. Llamo a mi cama when the night is done. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Hey. Tírate un selfie, mi amor. Chacho. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Tírate un selfie, mi amor. Tírate un selfie que te vea 1,000,000. No hay trabajo en la mañana, que se del trabajo. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. Huepa, mamacita.
Oh, I bet. For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I sure am. Thank you for pointing that out. Appreciate it. Hey, we caught it. Well, then you didn't get to hear all my stupid. Welcome, everybody, to Late Night Crypto Charts. I am the guy who repeatedly likes to do that. Talk to the microphone when it's not on. Just make you wonder. Lips moving. Lip readers, you caught me. Other guys, you're out of the picture. Up and to my right is the four-letter word that will save you 10% off on a Tangent wallet because this was so much smoother a minute ago. You need to get your need to get your coins off exchanges. Now, whether you have a Tangent wallet and you get it through this channel or whatever, a hardware wallet, a must. If you want to obtain live Tangent money in crypto, it's mandatory to have a hardware wallet, a cold wallet, not one on your phone. Like Exodus, they're useful. You can use them. Trust Wallet, all them. Yeah, we use them. But the majority of your crypto, you want to safeguard on a cold storage wallet. Lots of them out there. Tangent is one of the safest ones out there. It does work with NFC-enabled phones. You have to have a phone, but it's separate from the phone. The key is never on the phone. You can't say that for all the other wallets that you have on the phone. You've got a seed phrase in there, which... hate to say it, but SIM swap attack and you're gone. Anyway, let's get over to the market. Kind of a mixed day today. Some things are popping up. GMT just went up crazy. I like that. I'm not in it, sadly. But for those of you in GMT, I suppose that you're pretty happy today. Striga says it sounds good. All right, cool. All right, so I've got some airdrop alpha. I'm a little tired tonight because I spent all night last night getting to sleep at all, farming Manta, trying to figure that out, moving things around. Pretty cool, but I've got to say, you know, after using it, some of these chains that I've used, a little clunky. I mean, they're a little, you know, take a little time. When you're over the Cosmos ecosystem is smooth. It's smooth. binancesmartchain is pretty much smooth. But there's some other things. It seems like a lot of the layer 2s on the Ethereum and things like that. I don't know. Sometimes when I use them, especially Solana, it takes a long time for those things to load up, it seems. I don't know. They will fix that over time, I'm sure. But it doesn't make it any quicker to get all that stuff done. So let me know, are you guys into airdrop farming, to all that stuff? Because airdrops are kind of cool. Let me know. Airdrop farmers, put a 1 on the chat. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on here with our friend Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Got to keep Bitcoin happy, man. I would say at $44,000 again. After, you know, we were flirting with the idea of just coming right back to 30. That was what was on our minds. It could have happened. It could have happened. 37,000, fall below. interesting shapes we got going on here with Bitcoin. On the daily chart, this little guy is not important anymore. So a nice little falling wedge type pattern there. Break out, come back, retest. It did the wicks to the upside down side, the scam wicks is what we call it. The day that the market makers just wiped all the longs and short out. Basically, that reset our system. That was kind of a good thing. It really was, because now it kind of gives us a fresh slate, takes all that pressure off a little bit. We still got some other pressures on us, but notice where we are bouncing off this area and going to the upside. We are above the 9 moving average, above the 21, above the 50, all in order there, above the 100 and the 200. Perfectly aligned there for more upside. Ichimoku cloud supports that. The daily for Bitcoin looks very promising. Looks very, very promising. Let's come over to the weekly here. Check that out. The weekly is about to get the golden cross. That's coming up. That is a buy signal by any stretch of the imagination, by any means, by any interpretation. That signal says, man, sometime soon, you got to jump in, because I'm getting ready to rock this price to the sky. Next stop for Bitcoin, I'm looking about $48,460 if everything continues. The only thing that would rain on our parade is pretty much Gary Gensler. But I think they've pretty much backed him into the corner, and with the courts and all the comments, that pretty much they're saying, hey Gary, America's supposed to be free, not ran by tyrants. Get on board, because you look like a tyrant. Striga says, might try BitUnix, use the referral. Hey, cool. They do have the giveaway stuff, so check all that stuff out. And you get extra if you KYC. You don't have to, though. That's the cool thing I like about it. I don't like the KYC. Don't like it. Speaking of BitUnix, let's are we loaded up? I had to reload everything on my computer, so I might not be set up to go over there just yet. We will continue otherwise and check back in with the BitUnix chart. Over by that BitUnix chart is flokisafemoon. Haven't looked at it in a while. Nice. She was hanging around here for a little while, man. That wasn't fun losing this area, but now she's on the up and up. She's coming back up to this area. I still got her a higher target for this little guy coming up. When she gets up around there, I'm going to sell a little bit more and get some Clintex or something else on binancesmartchain. Not selling my whole bag, because see what flokisafemoon can do. So far, it's been pretty decent to me, I gotta say, and very few people even know about this one. This one's got a market cap of 202,000. Imagine if this sucker hits like 10 million. Imagine if people start looking at it when it's like 20, 30 million going, flokisafemoon. Oh my God, we're on a new meme coin. I don't know, could happen. I don't know if it will. Can't say. They just showed up on the stream one day and asked for us to chart their coin, and it was really crazy. And then it started getting into areas I was thinking, well, hey man, I'm gonna take a nibble. That nibble turned out pretty decent. Flokitoshi camping for real. Hey, there's Flokitoshi right there. I didn't even see you in the chat. How ironic is that? That's picking up the vibes. You were here when I just went over flokisafemoon, right? I likes it. We've got the nice rounded bottom there. Come back down. This is a nice rounded bottom. That's the one I'm looking at. It's got to measure me when it comes back up here to confirm that. What's this area? I've got the little price tags now so we can kind of see them. All my stuff over on the other side of the screen, we're kind of messing with that. 130% gains from where we are now to the target I've got at, I'm just going to say 56.62. We're at 15.59 right now with 9 zeros in front of it. Very small market cap. A lot of potential for growth for meme coins. Meme coins seem to be the hot thing. People are actually liking and respecting meme coins now because they help grow the chains. Expand the ecosystem. There we go. FlokisafeMoon. No problem, my man. It's just eerie how you showed up. Right when I was talking about it. That's just... That was not planned. If I get a few B&B, I get a few B&B. I get a few if B&B wasn't so much trouble. B&B's trouble? B&B's been going up lately. I've seen some articles just right before the stream. They're expecting it to go down. Kind of trash talking it. I'm not seeing that on the weekly chart at all. B&B's doing good. She bottomed out over here. What, 216? That was the best price to get in. Hadn't been there since June of 22. It got there before with the big crash in 21. When the Bitcoin topped, came down, and then went back and decided to double dip there one more time. 3 times we've been to this area. She seems to recover every time. BNB, I don't, it's tied to Binance. It starts with Binance. It's named after Binance, but it's not Binance. It's its own chain and becoming more and more decentralized. That was the game plan for it. Various degrees of decentralization, but it works. It does good. The only thing I ever had, there a lot of rug pulls happened over there. A lot of coins that just, didn't ever amount to anything happened there. It was a cheap way to start new coins, and a lot of people did and took advantage of that because it's so much cheaper than Ethereum. It looked like it was going to overtake Ethereum, really. So I don't know why there's so much FUD about it. It looks good on the charts to me. I likes it. It's looking bullish, in my opinion. BNB. Black Rose has a song called BNB and a Little Weed. Opening broadening pattern. These little guys have I believe it's a 60% chance to break to the upside. Had to look at my cheat sheet. You don't encounter that very often. Stricker says, yeah, I'm just complaining, but to get BNB, I have to move Bitcoin over, which requires a certain amount. I just don't feel like moving that much. I feel you on all that, especially when it involves Bitcoin. You gotta talk. It takes a lot for me to part with my Bitcoin anymore because it's hard to get back. It is hard to get back. I parted with like 1.5 to spread out in altcoins, and man, I miss it. I just don't feel right until I get that back. I need that back. And that was, it kind of got thrashed during that whole KuCoin migration. It kind of threw all my stuff, my game plan off. So you've always got something that will surprise you and threaten the whole adventure here. Check this out. Now I like this better. Currently they both work. They're both valid patterns. The music may have been too loud. Let me know that. So I don't think we need that guy anymore. Oh, look, they've been doing that. Identifies a channel. They were part of 2 different patterns, and turns out there's actually 3. 3 things to look at. So yeah, at the top of this trend line, there will be a little resistance, 374, but there's a measured move from this guy that looks pretty juicy for this falling wedge pattern. It's a nice shallow one too, and those usually play out pretty well. Breakout point, measured move takes us up to $523 possible to be seen out of BNB, while they are currently trash talking it in articles saying that it's got very little future. Not seeing it on the charts. Throw up a secondary target right there around 428, right there in that area. two good targets that I am going to leave on here. And using this pattern system, measured moves and Fibonacci, and applying Bukowski's little tweak to the measured moves. Lock these babies in and see if they get hit. Which most of the time they do. It's no testament to me, it's just a testament to the system and what I've learned from Thomas Bukowski and the other people that I've picked all this stuff up from along the ways. It's a buffet, people. You just grab what you want. If you like it, works for you, eat it. Everyone has got a different system, a different way to look at charts and use different tools. But surprising how a lot of times, you know, a lot of those things find confluence at certain points. Tenzin says Tectum. That is actually one on my list. I do have a list of CoinScover and also Airdrop stuff I got to talk about here. Let's get to that. Did you guys know? I've been meaning to talk for this for days, but I keep getting distracted and skipping right over it. But did you guys know that over in our Telegram group, which by the way is free, I don't charge for all this, I've got a Cointrendz. If you've heard of them, where are you, Cointrendz? I know I had you up here. Oh, give me a break. For real? All right. I was really going to give them a shout out. And oh, there's my thumbnails. All right. Cointrendz. They have an AI bot on my Telegram group. I subscribed to that. I got the pro version over there. They've also got this cool little thing. Portfolio. I mean, oh man, I had it all pulled up here. You get alerts and all kinds of stuff over on their site. There's a link in the description below. They've got it, a free site. If you join with my link, even if you just stick with the free one or whatever, if you ever decide to upgrade or something, it can help out the channel. If not, then you know, hey, I need to log in there. I don't want to distract everybody or get off topic though. I just wanted to show you the bot because somebody actually used it earlier. They just added this feature. This guy's over in our group a lot, always adding things. You can get with this bot. You can throw up a chart and it has AI that will analyze it for you. Like Anna threw up this chart over here for, looks like confluence on the 2 hour. Did the AI trend, she did it, threw it in there, and then it analyze it. It said based on the provided chart, which appears to be a candlestick representation of an asset's price movement over time, here is a technical analysis. Price action. The price has recently made a sharp increase, indicating strong bullish momentum. The recent candles are large and green, which suggests that buying interest is high. There appears to be a breakthrough through a potential resistance level. You know, if you're not comfortable with technical analysis, this is a very useful tool. And just by reading the interpretations, it will start making sense to you and you'll start seeing this on your own too. I recommend that. Highly cool. So shout out to Cointrendz and their cool AI bot, which we have over in our Telegram group. And I hope to keep it there. I want to see more people using it. If I don't see people using this stuff, then why am I subscribing to it and paying for it? I need people in that group using those bots and all the resources I got over there, because that's what they're there for. They're there for you guys. A lot of people charge for this. They are charging for all this stuff, and we got it free. If you go over in the file sections, there are all kinds of resources, books, cheat sheets, charts. I've got videos and video courses. It's scattered though. One of these days I will get it all organized, but right now it's a big Easter egg hunt of knowledge that will change your life and make you extremely wealthy. For free. The price is just digging through it. Cointrendz, are you going to let me in? Let's go take a look at the charts over here while I mess with Cointrendz. All right, Cointrendz is up. this is what it looks like on the websites, and you have them. They give you recent pump signals like Rev3L is pumping, Zoo A, GHS is pumping. Recent coin listings, ZKF is on KuCoin now, Alex is on KuCoin, trading USDT trading pair. All kinds of information. You can track your portfolio, get coin alerts, all kinds of extra alerts available. It's kind of cool. Investments, statistics, alerts. It's pretty. Look, portfolio stats. That's amazing. And this is free. And then they got the premium area where you can get extra stuff. And you can get TA signals, scanners. They'll go out and kind of find, hey man, RSI on this one's looking good. You might want to check it out. Things like this. Hey, this one's showing this sign. Check it out. Pretty cool. So shout out to Cointrendz. I've been meaning to do that for a long time because we've had their bot in there for over a year. I'm pretty sure, or about a year. It's probably time to renew it. All right. SecuX. I don't know what they got going on. I just happened to click over on this. But I do have a link for them in the description. They have some cool wallets. So if Tangem does not fit in you, maybe something over here. They've got some that will also do NFTs and stuff. They have something like Tangem that also has a touch thing to unlock. That's kind of cool. It was like taking this idea and taking it a step further. And kind of interesting. This is the one for NFTs, so you can actually view them and stuff. Cool stuff, but some of this stuff's a little pricey. You need a discount. I got a code, gives you a discount. Hey man, just saying, these are kind of cool. Wallet safety, let's keep it in mind. Guys, you got a coin you want me to take a look at? Throw it in the chat, else I'm gonna go over goofy stuff. Here is something that we looked at on the chart, and I said, hey man, I'm getting in this. It's that juicy price is going to come down, and I'm going to add more to my trade, which I did. And this is YFII. We're looking at this in the fallen channel over here, partial decline. That's what we look at with those channels. We looked at something else last night that had this, and I was pointing this out. And here you can see what happens when it does play out. She broke out, went crazy high to 2,500. That caught my attention. Seeing that we're in a fallen channel and it's got about a 64 something like that % chance for a retest for price to come back to the breakout area, I'm like, oh, I'm going to ride this train. Yeah, when you come back, I'm hopping on hobo style. Whoa! And that's exactly what I did here on the weekly chart. Remember, this is a weekly chart. This is the daily. Look at this nice little rounding bottom shape. That's gorgeous. So when you see this happening, especially on the bigger time frames, ladies and gentlemen, when you see a big juicy bottom just hanging out there, you've got to go squeeze it on the chart. You just got to reach out there. You can't be shy. You got to start nibbling on that thing right here. That little cheek right there is a good nibble spot. Coming back over here, this one's got a stem. I don't know. You might have a surprise. Have you got an Adam's apple? I don't know, man, but you come down and you tap the 200, so whatever that means. Then you bounce to the sky. Look at all the things that happened here. These are all the things that we talk about on this channel, how it respects a trend line. It can break through a trend line, but as long as it doesn't close a candle below that trend line, we're good. We are good. What does this look like on the regular candles? Same thing, same thing. Very interesting. And bouncing off the 200. And what happened? The 9 crossed the 21. It was going to the 50. Test it, and it did fine. Blew past it. Great sign. You can't blame that. If it got rejected there, we'd look at some sideways. It did get rejected. We're looking at more up. So YFII, I've got a target on this one coming up to 1827, but I'm really looking for this measure move for this big pattern we just broke out of, because why not? If you can go up to $4,000 and you let me get in somewhere around 700, 733 right through there, I'm cool with it. I'll do it. I'll ride that train. I'll ride that train 3 times a day. 429%, almost close to a 5x there. But it doesn't stop there. There'll still be some more pressure to move up to this point right over here at 5,061 because that is a 618 Fibonacci retracement. That's just where price will naturally gravitate to. Possibly get rejected there. Maybe a fast move up and a wick down. YFII knows? I don't know. It likes to do that. I'm going to be cautious about that. Get my limit order set in place and just collect the money as it comes in. YFII. I'm a trading her. Don't know if I'm going to hold anymore or moonbagger. It's probably smart to moonbagger, but it just grows my coins to where I can't control them when I moonbag all these little ones like that. And I end up with a big old portfolio of little bitty moonbags, which could turn into a lot of money. You never know. And someone will die, but there's no risk in them. All right, and let's take a look. We took a look at Tectum. We took a look at YFII. Here's one I want to put on your radar. I know. ANALOS. That's what I call it. ANALOS. I think it's just a meme, right? It's just a meme coin. It's not. But the memes are doing it. It looked like it's getting ready to do something. It's changing its trajectory. It took a big hit. She ran up. She got people all excited and all crazy. They were just going wet. All right, so I want to get rid of all this stuff and try this one more time because it was looking kind of promising over here. It was doing a scallop with a flag that of course people call for a cup and handle, and I drew it just like they do it. So the upside, and it didn't because price coming down with a rounded shape like that. That kind of cup and handle cup and handles are continuation patterns. They continue. Sometimes they can form double bottoms. This one didn't. It just kept on dying. She looked like she's getting ready to do something now, though. Best way to look at this one, in my personal opinion, is with the good old fibs. Ooh, she took a beating. We're going to adjust our fibs down to these new levels. And it tells us that this area right here, this is the next major area that we have to be concerned with. Anything else in between is just noise. Because if we can't get past 61.67, we're going to come back down in range and do all this all over again. No fun, right? But if we got more chance for upside, we're going to come up here and we're going to fight our way through that. And from where we are currently on the 4-hour, mind you that the signs that we've been looking at, what happened when the 9 crossed the 21 on the other charts we just looked at? Price may have came down just a little bit, but then it spun to the upside. You can't get rejected off the 50. Last one we looked at, it didn't. It just blasted on. Possible could happen to this one too. No resistance till up here past the 50. At this level, at about 3059, we're currently sitting at 1931. It's one of the cheapest prices I've seen on this because it was kind of crazy when I first heard of it. Recently, we dropped down the past few days to 1108. From where this one pumped up to just on hype. Brand new, right? Can you say like a 22x? Could it do it again? I hope so. That's what I'm planning on. That's what I'm banking on. That the fervor will come back into ANALOS. Solana spelled backwards. Be cool if it actually did something really cool though, wouldn't it? Like if it was an operating system, some kind of little side thing. ANALOS. Yeah, I don't know, but it's not. Stochastics are kind of high. There might be a little bit of a pullback. It might get a little bumpy here. It could come down to a double bottom. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Stochastics are high on the 4-hour, tilting to the downside. Money flow is curving a little bit. There's a little bit of pullback, maybe. The big thing is, though, 9 moving average getting ready. Hasn't happened yet, but getting ready to cross that 21. The pullback probably coming back down here to test these areas about 1704 for ANALOS. I think that's a good area. I think all this up here is a good area to pick up some of this, honestly. If you're into the meme thing, which I'm not personally, but I do have some of this. I've actually got some of the staking or pooled over on Radium, I think. So I'm getting more and more. I have been on other systems like Cosmos Ecosystem. I've been farming over there for a long time, doing pools, and it's a great place for airdrops. Somehow I wasn't paying attention and I missed Tia, which is probably one of the biggest gifts I could have got. And I'm sure that I got it, and it just passed me by, and I wasn't paying attention. So you've also got that going on. You got to kind of stay on top of your airdrop game. That's why I kind of like to stick with one ecosystem or just a few ecosystems. But right now, you've got the opportunity to play with a lot of new ecosystems, the ZK rollups and all that kind of stuff. The layer 2s out there, and there are the hot airdrops. Some of them confirmed to be going on right now. I just got the DYM Dimension airdrop. I almost messed that up. I skipped the last step where you have to put in like an Ethereum address. If you guys didn't do that after the little notification screen that comes up, you know, disclaimer screen that comes up, you might ought to go back and check and make sure you completed the process, because it will send it to that wallet address. So I've condensed a lot of the airdrop information. Some of this came from everywhere, because I don't follow this real closely every day. I'm starting to pay a little bit more attention to it. But it's pretty easy. All you got to do is go use the ecosystem. This mostly involves bridging over Ethereum or bridging over Solana or whatever coin is associated with it. And then playing with whatever you can, you know, whatever dApps that they have available. If they've got staking, borrowing, lending, and all that, just small amounts. You just got to play with small amounts. And then some of these aren't even out and they have test nets. Well, you do the same thing with test nets. I think today I used, one of them just to move some Ethereum around to Optimism, Arbitrum, Linea, all those things, because using those bridges and stuff will help you get airdrop points. And there are complicated ways of determining how it works. Sometimes they just take snapshots. All you got to do is hold a coin and, oh, we took a snapshot. If you had it on this date, you're getting an airdrop. Those are the best ones. Those are the easiest ones. Confirmed airdrops coming out. You guys probably cannot see this. Can I blow this up? Can I make this larger? Edit. Do you not have that on here? Zoom. Ah, you can zoom. Can you zoom in more? All right. Confirmed airdrops. Probably still can't see that. Probably still cannot see that. Confirmed airdrops are Starknet, Peak, PEEQ, Dimension, DYM, Movement. That one sounds cool. Dimension and Movement, from what I've seen, they're doing some cool stuff with blockchain. It's like it's kind of like they're making it easier for people to have their own. So like if businesses wanted to have their own chain for this whatever purpose, and it needs to interact with some other chain, and maybe they don't need to share the same stuff and make it all complicated. It's kind of like Legos. It's modular. Modulation is starting to be the new narrative that's starting to come out with this whole Web3 thing. Just little, I need this. It's the buffet idea. It's kind of like with the trading tools and stuff that we talk about, moving averages and whatever. I use that. Oh, here, this works. Well, I like that one. This indicator, this works good. Okay, let's put them together. Oh, that works so great. So much better than me having to use all this other crap that I don't need. That's where we're headed with blockchain. Lego style. Movement. Still trying to find out more information on this. It's hard to find information. I thought Ian Bellina's video would give us a little bit more information. He just pretty kind of named them, kind of like what I'm doing here. I've been digging in and trying to get into them. Manta was not on Ian's list, but I went and gosh, I did two different wallets over there on that one, trying to take advantage of that. It's kind of cool though, but it can be a kind of interesting process. you do learn a lot about how these chains work and how they can operate, and some of the products out there that maybe you hadn't thought about using. I never thought about using a lending protocol before, but it was kind of cool when I could take like the equivalent of ETH. Stone over on Manta is the wrapped ETH, that's just called Stone. Take it over there and put it into one place, and then I could borrow against it, and a safe amount, you know, like half when we're down this low in the market, and on the upside I could probably do a lot more and still be safe. But just borrowing half and then taking that and putting it on somewhere else and kind of doing the same thing or pooling, and it's just it's an interesting way that you can actually leverage. And then of course you got liquid derivative, you got all kinds of things out there that we can go actually play with. You can make money with those too. It doesn't have to just be trading. You can take this and make your money work for you long term. As this bull market continues over the next 12-18 months, just continually getting it in. Imagine getting those staking rewards in. I don't know, sometimes you get into these coins where maybe you get one extra coin like every day or two. Pretty cool. Maybe that coin was only like $2, or maybe it was just 50 cents at one time. And you're like, oh, big deal, I get 50 cents every couple of days. Yay. Well, that coin goes up to like $120, and now you're getting $120 worth of every couple of days. It's kind of wild how that works. And all those coins that you've saved and stacked up, well, now they're worth a whole lot more. You can make extreme riches just doing things at the right point in the market. And this is the great time for DeFi, to do your DeFi pools when everything is low against the dollar, especially the US dollar pairs. Oh, so many things. And you guys are just straight traders, right? Just charts only, is that it? Oh my gosh, we got a super chat. Ethereal? Dublin Nurse. I appreciate you, thank you so much. That rarely happens, but I do appreciate it so much. And not even, no request, no coin request. Just how's it going? I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. That does mean a lot. Because I'm a new channel, very tiny. I don't think that showed up. Super. Oh, another one. 2 super chats. Oh my gosh. I don't think that you just made history. Nobody's ever done that on my show before. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you got any coins you want to look at, or anything that I don't know. Hang out with us. Ask questions. I appreciate that. Strega says that polkastarting is looking up. That's Pols, P-O-L-S, right? Polkastarter, United States dollar. How you doing, Polkastarter? I got the right one? You said it's looking up. Are we on short time frames? She's looking like she's coming to a place where she might find support. Let's zoom out a little bit. She's been coming up. Yeah, she's oh, look at that. Where am I at? Coinbase. And that's taking the extreme wick to wick to wick, and it worked out beautifully. Well, not as perfect as I once thought. I thought it'd actually come down there and touch that. It doesn't matter though. Normally, I don't go with the wicks. I normally go with candle bodies when I do my things. But when we get toward the ends there, that was the extent of the pattern. Gives us a measure move, which we've already knocked out. Thomas Bukowski actually takes a measure move from swing low all the way down to the swing bottom. He then assigns a 61% value for this particular pattern as a percentage that it will meet its target. So basically it's like the 618 of that move. And that is his target that he would give, which interestingly enough is right in the area where it wicked up to first before it retraced and then went on up again. The actual measure move for, let's go ahead and finish this pattern out. For this guy was still exceeded. But you can see that was the area where it started topping out right there. Isn't it crazy how the measured moves work? And it's that simple to predict where price will go in this market. But, you know, I kind of teach a strict rule of strictly measuring. I do see some people that are a little bit, you know, less strict. And sometimes I see them do this and they'll take this and then they move it up. Like maybe they have a trend line up here. And I see that, and then, you know, and they do something like that. And I'm like, well, what was the purpose of taking the measure move? Why didn't you just go by the support? I don't know. But everybody has their own unique style. If it works for you, then you're doing it right. Can't say anything bad about it. All right, so swing low to swing high with the good old Fibonacci suggests that while we might find support here where we are right now, 0.832 cents, it can happen. We're most likely probably going to come down to this area, about 69.25. Now that will also give us a little confluence with this 50 moving average there on the daily. And what's making me lean a little bit more that way is that, well, we still got we got money flow coming to the downside. That's usually a pretty good indicator that, you know, we may start going into the red. Then we got to fight with kind of a little bearish theme there. That little bearish thing would be us going through this green Ichimoku cloud and just coming down here. Now there's a possibility also coming down here, but a bounce around the 618, probably most likely. With the formation I'm seeing here, I see that a lot, but just keep in mind, market does what the market does.
I just want to call on you. Let me do it all for you.
I just want to fall on you. Okay.
She the girl in my vision.
I just want to bounce up and down on you.
Now that I found you, I'm feeling for all your attention.
So if we do come down here to the 618, we get a measured move, come up here to the 0.27. The negative 2.7 is my little cheap thing I got up here. I'm taking this guy in reverse is basically all this is. But it's not quite as accurate as when I pull, especially for the 1.272. I can do that after we get a bounce and we find the bottom. Like if we bounce off the 618, then we can pull our fib and get that correct measure move or correct fib. But this is good enough confidence right there. $1.74 could be coming if we get a bounce through here, or even if we come down here to 49 cents, we can still come up, and it'll take a little bit longer to make it up there, but it's still not too bad. Remember, the falling wedge does have about a 64% chance to come down and retest the area breakout, or at least one of these support areas. This one happens to be around the 618. That's why I'm hoping that one holds. If it doesn't, maybe lower. But it's not bad. This pattern is great. Get a bounce, and then we're on our way.
You got too much going on in that mind. Let me help you. Yeah.
Tenzin, can you check cat? How's it doing? Oh, that's a messy chart. Money just fall on you. Another thing I won't do. Ooh, yeah. I just wanna call on you. Let me do it all for you. Can't nobody ball on you. Ooh, yeah. Can't nobody ball on you. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. So we're looking at this holding, and that's where I've got our targets coming. Let's tighten up our targets a little bit. I don't like having too many targets. I think like 3, maybe 4 maximum is kind of what you need. Sometimes even just 1 or 2 is plenty. Because, I mean, if you really want to play the patterns, you try to go as close as you can to the measure moves and try to let the play out. But I even see a lot of people, you know, even on YouTube do this, and they'll get for this and have a target, but as soon as it gets up to this first little area and starts to bounce, like a retest or something, I'm out, took my profits, long lead. All right, but it usually, you know, plays out, and it's like you could have just rode that trade out and did what you said you were planning to do. So the deal is we take a long position down here. Measure move takes us up to this area, 164% possible return. Stop losses below this little wick over. I'm on the daily chart here too, aren't I? Below this little wick over here, because if we make a lower low, this trade idea is ouch. Now sometimes I will spy some traders on the old YouTube. They'll get into a trade and set up a stop loss, but yet the trade will come down just in the negative a little bit, and they start getting a little uncomfortable because now they're in the negative. And I don't know, maybe it's being live or something like that, so adds pressure, but they exit before the stop loss. Well, the whole idea of a stop loss is, well, that's my line in the sand. That's where I'm cutting off because I am not comfortable losing any more money past this point. Now, sure, you can get out before, but if your stop loss is at a good spot, like a place where you know it would invalidate this trade, like if it made a lower low, this trade is invalid. Let it go there. Let it stop you out. It may not. It may not make that lower low. You may have been right on this trade. And if you give up too soon, you'll never know. So the trading aspect, much different from the investing aspect, mostly. I think investors may experience that when they first make their buy or keep checking on it. Oh no, it's going down. Oh no. Oh, it's same thing with trading. It's not always straight up. You got to give it a little wiggle room. But I think this one's got the possibility. Now, showing some signs it may want to come down and lose this area. Just be aware of that. That's when I want to start looking at the smaller time frames, like the 4 hour. Are we in trouble of that? I mean, the moving averages are not that great. I'll be honest with you. So, I mean, definitely stop loss needs to be low. This lower low right there. You can actually come up on this chart. Ooh, 6%. Well, that's not where we're at right now. There is a chance it might do that. I'm just seeing some negative things on the larger time frames that suggest that we may have another place to come down to. Let's pull that little guy. Let's figure this one out. Because this may not be our final stop. Just in case it's not, I want to be prepared for that. The next target down, should this area not hold, we're at 786. There's a good chance it will hold here. If it doesn't, though, maybe having limit orders set down here, buy orders set down here would be 0.001108. We're currently at 0.001493. That'd be quite a bit to fall from right there. That would be a drop of about 26%. Now on spot, that's nothing. You can ride that out. If you're on leverage or something like that, that's going to make a difference. Let's see if I can tighten this guy up a little bit here. She's getting close to a breakout. Really close, really close. Stochastics to the downside. I'm looking for any sign that's telling me that she's got a good chance to pump here. I'm not seeing anything definitive right now. I'm not. Nothing saying that she's ready to pop, and in fact, there's one saying that is getting the death cross. So I'm just going to say, man, I'm not seeing that this will hold. If it does, and I'm wrong, hey, that's better for everybody that's in this coin. But it looks like it's in real danger of this breaking and it coming down to 1075 area. Maybe even down to touch the bottom of this trend line, which could break below that fib area. Briefly, like a spike down. I'm just saying. So some orders around there might be something to look at. And then from that area, that's at the perfect area to turn around and start bouncing to the upside. It'll have to work through some stuff. It's got some trauma to go through because it was hot up here. Everybody liked it. It was in the spotlight. Paparazzi was chasing it around. It was having its fame. Man, got used to the good life, and then all of a sudden nobody cared about it anymore. Couldn't handle it, man. Couldn't handle the pressure. Couldn't handle the success. So she's got to go to rehab right now. When she comes out of rehab, well, you know she's going to get high again. It's what they do. They just pop. They go. Talk about coins. Talk about coins. Only coins. Trigger says, I got in when it was 60 cents. What, polkastarter? Took it a while to get to $1. Was it polkastarter? I even forgot what we're at. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, she may come back down close to that area. But I'm looking for a bounce off of that. Let's see what we're at. Yeah. Ooh, gosh, you got that cross coming up too. Ugh, 69. Did we look at Tia? I don't think we did. I wouldn't remember this one because she just keeps riding in this. She's riding in this opening broadening pattern. This bearish megaphone. This almost slanted ice cream cone kind of a pattern. Just bouncing off the walls, and she bounced here. Next time she bounces off, the next time she comes down to touch this trend line, I'm not so sure that it's going to hold because she wicked through it. There's a chance to get in. She did come down, retest off this line into our little buy zone right off the top of it. Tia is headed to $18, $19 or possibly higher. I don't think this one's going to stop. I think this one has got a chance to just, keep going higher highs and higher lows for a little while. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if you follow Elliott wave, then she may be working on making a 5 wave. But that's very subjective. Looks like they think the 5 wave might be my target? Or is this your 5? I can't, it's hard to read sometimes. No, you already made your 5 and you're doing an ABC. Elliott thinks it's already over and it's downhill from here. We'll have to wait and see. I only think it's downhill from here if this trend line breaks. And I'm trying to, yeah, that actually is right. So if this trend line breaks, then I'm saying it's coming down. And then maybe me and Elliott would agree. But right now, I still see more upside. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm not an Elliott wave trader. It is flipping off of the support resistance area right here. By all accounts, that should be the new bottom and we should be going to the upside. If you got this staked, that's the smart way to play this, man. Pick up a little bit of this, whatever you can afford to have in stake. The rewards are horrible. I've not seen any good rewards come back yet, but the airdrop from holding it for, what was it? Dimension. I don't know. I think that's going to play out because I got my biggest rewards from this, which was my smaller of the bags. I don't have a whole lot of this, but I think each, yeah, I don't. Even on my 2 wallets, I got 2 different amounts of this and I still got the same amount on each wallet. It was like, I think it's like 400 of these coins, if I'm not mistaken, on each one. And I was just getting like maybe 37 for having something on this other chain and maybe 100 for having it on this other chain that I've had for a long time. And then the big points that I got for the airdrop was from holding Tia, and there's rumored to be lots more of that and that ecosystem developing. So I encourage you to get some Tia and maybe play with the ecosystem, qualify for some more airdrops there. Did we finish our airdrop list? I think we did, right? Oh, dog, you don't even know what day it is. Did we? Because I don't remember talking about some of these other guys. I remember talking about Mana. Here's some likely airdrops. Now, these are not being confirmed, but we're probably going to. And that's why I wanted to bridge something over to Linea, because I've been seeing it pop up on Coin, when I'm looking for contract addresses, and I'm just like, who's Linea? Not even familiar with it. But I'm going to play around with that ecosystem, trying to ease my way into them slowly. But this is right now, we're kind of on the back edge of the airdrop situation. It is running out on these guys, or maybe Dimension, you've only got like maybe 2 more weeks to claim. Manta, I think you've only got like a short little window to get that going. But Scroll is a new one that sounds kind of cool. Linea, of course, is a bridge, I believe. And it's a chain to that bridge too. 10, a Veil, Parcel. And you just got to kind of go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and see what you can dig up on these. And there's not much there. Find the website, go check it out and see if like, oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. And you know, CoinGecko will let you put it on a watch list and they'll let you know when there's things are going on with it. Wormhole is a bridge and supposedly using that can get you some airdrop points. So I'm going to start using some of this stuff. Layer 0 is the one that I'm trying to work on right now. Barcana, not familiar with it. Eclipse, this one could be huge. This one is supposed to be really one to keep your eye on. Eclipse, it's over on Solana. So I'm going to be looking at that one pretty heavy. Tyco, ZK Sync, Zeta Chain, which is also working with this Omni Chain idea, which is what Movement I think was doing Omni Chain. Zeta Chain sounded like it could be something really, really interesting, but I have no information on that. And then Astria, A-S-T-R-I-A. So these are some to put on your radar. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll see if this works. I want to copy this and see if I can throw it in the chat. It'll throw a list out there. Will that work? He'll at least list them if nothing else. Or maybe it won't. I've got too many. So Astria is not making it to there. And there they are. So that way maybe you can at least get to where you can see it, write it down, whatever. Those are the places to start focusing your deep dives if you really want to take a chance to make a little bit of money, do just a little bit of work, and it's going to seem like it's fruitless for a little while, possibly. Or it could be exciting for you. It's definitely a learning experience, and you will be a sharper person in blockchain just by going through the experience of doing this airdrop thing and getting in with the ecosystems. Doesn't take a lot of money. Some people just use like $50 or, you know, something like that. And stretch it across. It's a little harder if they're using Ethereum, but once you get it layered over, like I found, taking it over to Linea, once I got it over to Optimism, then I can take it from Optimism to Arbitrum or to Linea or to some of these other chains, and then you got to just kind of figure out a path to get to where you're trying to go in your destination. It's still a lot of work to be done in this area, and lets you know that you're still getting in early when all the big money can be made. And then also on top of that, some of the rewards on these pools are off the chain. I mean, the whole reason everybody loved UST and Luna was because they were getting right around 18 to 20%. I think it was stuck at 18% interest. Why, over on Manta, I think it was Manta, but I'm thinking it was Manta. But I was seeing where you could take USDC against USDT. It wasn't just there, it was somewhere else too. There was a place on Cosmos ecosystem that had it. Yeah, because I was planning on, maybe I should do this. 18% interest on that just for staking them in a pool. $1 against $1, a stable coin against a stable coin, 18% interest. Tell that to somebody that's not in crypto, and they'll, unbelievable. Your bank's not going to do that. Where else? Why not? Why not? Sure, said I really do need the follow-up airdrops. You and me both. I've slacked off on it, and I missed some, and I know I qualified for that TIA airdrop. I know I did, but they've already, they put a time limit on it or something, right? So I missed it. I hear it was sweet. I'm afraid to find out. Okay, so I did notice this Arbitrum looked like it was looking really healthy, like it's getting ready to do something. On the bigger time frames, we got to zoom out on this little guy. Oh gosh, you're kind of high there on the weekly. Did I zoom out when I looked at you, or was I just looking at you on the daily? Well, that's part of the thing. Let me take a look at Arbitrum real quick. Looks like she's got up to the toppy tops, the 272s. So she should be getting a retracement? And she is. Okay, pull back and then up. I thought I saw something earlier, so I thought I would look at it here on the stream. So that's why I like to zoom out to the bigger charts. They will give you a better idea of what's really going on. I'm on the weekly chart, and the weekly charts tell me that we've topped out. So we've already reached our 1.272 fib area. This is usually a reversal area. Now it could come back up, go a little higher, maybe, and then fall back down. I don't think so, though. So now we got that little guy for Arbitrum. Let's figure Arbitrum out. Now, if that's true, then you're getting a retracement. That is when I will go from this swing low to that swing high. Taking this as being the bottom. This will be the top. Coming right back down here, I'm looking for $1.27 or $1.44 out of Arbitrum. I believe that's what I was looking at earlier. I think she's going to come back around 140, and that would be a good place to get in on it. And then I think she's getting ready to go up. But let's take a little closer look here. So about 145, 131 are some good targets to try to get on Arbitrum. Can she come down lower? There's a chance, and that is because, well, there's our support resistance flip. We had kind of a falling wedge, kind of an ascending triangle. It's a triangle shape regardless. Just get the whole crazy measure move. Did you make the, is that how it worked out? Always looking for new things. At the bottom it did, wasn't from the top. What about just this candle? Perfecto mundo. Normally for a measure move, I would be going from here, and that's usually that's the standard measure move to do for this. And it worked very nice to get us up to this level right here, right back up to the top. But even that whole candle was the perfect measure move, because there's a ratio to all this stuff. There's an impulse move up, a swing low to a swing high, and then it will come back and retest a certain period or a certain breakout point, and then it will double from there. And so they're like one-to-one moves. You just got to know where to put it, and so that's why that breakout is so cool. Taking us right up there perfectly to 212, and then we got rejected. So 145, about 130 would be some good places to maybe pick some of this up. And then she may not even make it down that low. I'm very curious about what she's doing here. She's looking very bullish to me. Is that continuing? And if she doesn't come down past this trend line, she may go freaking bullish as all get out. I'm on what, the 4 hour right now? So there's some bearish signs here, but nothing. I mean, she can work her way out of this. So possibility for some more upside, maybe a double top over here. She may come back up and double top, and then maybe looking for some more down. Cautious about that. Guys, you remember this guy, Mask? Yep. Where did she go? She went right up to the 618. So when you see me over here and I'm saying I got this target, but I'm saying, but yeah, we're also close at 618, so I wouldn't rule that one out either. That's why. It's like a magnet. Measure move here when she blasted through and then went to that Fibonacci. The power of Fibonacci. Loves it. Beautiful. She's got a good chance to even come up right up here. That's what we're looking at, $6.16. She's already hit 528. Come on, Mask. We're looking at Mask when it was sitting over here at $3. It's already 2x'd or almost 2x'd. It's on its way to. Also, we're looking at it right over here at 352. She is going to have a little bit of fun explaining why she stayed out too late. she comes back and knocks on this door. Our major trend line here. That was bad. But imagine if we actually break up above that, you might see a big old spike come out of this one. No guarantees that it will make it above that trend line there though, but she may just get rejected and just start off on a new trajectory. That makes sense. You know, our newer higher high is always underneath this line. But if she does do something crazy, gets above it, she will continue being crazy. So I've got a trade set up here. I don't remember anything about this. I would say it probably had gotten stopped out because why would I have that there though? I don't remember this one. Oh, it may have been buying the, I think it was that strategy. Like if it comes back, we're coming back down, but if we come back up and make a higher high to jump in, I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure I have it posted with the thoughts behind it, but it makes no sense to me now at the moment. Number go up, but that one would have got, with that stop loss would have got put out, which can suck. I like Mask. I've had Mask. I picked it up somewhere around, gosh, I can't remember. Did you get down that low? Woo, that was sweet. That was last year? Did I get any of you then? Jito. JTO. This is Jito, right? I picked up the wrong thing if it's not. Jito. Yeah, okay. 1 billion total supply. Market cap is 200 million. Still small cap. We're still in small cap territory that can make huge gains. That's why I'm looking at it. But for my Degen side, I'm looking at that and saying, that's getting kind of up there for my Degen. So I think a lot of this was airdropped out and now we see the sell-off of it. But look at how far prices fell back. That's why it's piquing my interest right now in the daily. So this one is on, works with Solana, right? She can be big. She's getting knocked off now. 786, 886 are the numbers I'm looking, or the retracement levels I'm looking for. The prices that correspond to those levels. 118, maybe 65 cents. It could come into play. Not saying that it will, but you always want that as a backup. In a falling channel, this has about a 64% chance to break to the upside whenever it decides to. We don't know. It can bounce up and down all the way down here in between on all these fib levels. But personally, I think this one might be an interesting to be in. If you missed out on the airdrop, I did. They're doing some interesting things there. Last one I want to take a look at here is Sin Token. We haven't looked at that in a minute. She's getting a pullback now. She was running up. Was really looking for, hoping she would make her measure move here. Has not made that yet. She went up partially. She went to 0.18 cents, a little under 2 cents. Now we got her pull back to retest the entry here. Remember, these patterns have, I believe this one's about a 64% chance to come back to retest the breakout area, according to Thomas Bukowski. Does he give that? This is not that pattern, but for any of you that are trying to learn this stuff or think that it's too hard, if you want to learn it accurately, thepatternSite.com is going to be one of your best friends. The only statistics that I trust are from Thomas Bukowski, because he put in the effort, the work, the study. He was one of those computer engineer nerds. You're talking in his 30s from trading, multimillionaire, started putting out trading books, writing computer software to trade for him, pretty much. And he did crunched all the numbers and the statistics and everything on all this. So You can have a YouTuber just spouting off percentages, and usually it's always the same one a lot of times. But you want all the real alpha for how to trade and do technical analysis right here, right here, right here. It's gold. This is gold. We were looking at a falling wedge, I believe, and we want to take a look at throwback pullback rate, 62% chance for it to come back to retest the breakout area right there. Now this one, this is where you get the 68%. This breaks up 68% of the time. Is right here. The breakout can be in any direction, but it's upward 68% of the time. The average, here's a little trivia for you. The average distance from the breakout is about 61 to 62% of the way to the triangle apex. What does that mean? Oh, that was for the wedge, and we're looking at a channel. That's all right. We'll get our wedge right here. The apex of a triangle would be the point. So what are you saying that the falling wedge, they typically right around 61% of the way in. So we go a little half, go just a little bit more, and that's about where they usually start to break out. So interesting statistics that you can get there. Falling wedges usually turned into channels. Channels get retest of breakout areas, and then they freaking moon. Sinverse getting a little pullback down here to about the 0.008 cent area. Juicy area in my mind. If you're not in Sinverse, maybe build a bag of it. I think this one's got some potential. It's a game in play that is really cool. It's like a Grand Theft Auto with a NFT function, play to earn function. Really cool. I like it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you being here. I will be back tomorrow checking out the market. Wanted to get you the airdrop information and go over some of the coins that are popping off, some of them that are showing a lot of strength there. Tech them like it. Tia, you need to stake it. Get some of that free money. Guys, take care if you can. Before we leave.
I just want to say thank you very much.
God bless you. See you tomorrow night.
Hey, buddy, why don't you and me, we have a little talk about the like button down here? I hit it. I think you should hit it too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the family.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make you look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist.